Hello, my name is Rivera, and I'm going to be discussing the identity and performativity theory by Judith Butler. This theory is under the critical paradigm, and it says that gender is a performance of culture, not reflective of biological sex. We learn how to become our gender, and sex does not give it to us. Sex is prediscursive, which means it's prior to language, and gender is discursively performed. In a way, gender is socialized into us from birth and as we grow up in media and with direct interactions with others. Performativity tells us that identity is a complex matrix of normative boundaries. It bridges the gap between not just gender, but with other identities as well. Judith Butler discusses 3 performative projects. The first is identity constitution as material and historical. Culture is a performance of self and identity. Irving Goffman discusses front stage, which is the general performance of others, and backstage, which is the displaying of your behavior because others would rather not believe you are concealing your true self. Take example in a high school environment. A front stage performance would be a football jock acting like the cool guy to show off to his friends, whereas the backstage is maybe having good discipline when he's around others, knowing how to act in public, having good grades, and being well-rounded. Performity project number 2 is a strategy for identity critique, critiquing the boundaries, institutions, and language that produce identity. Derrida says that all language is narration or repetition with no link to the original version. She discusses slippage, which is the normative boundaries that are blurred. In slippage, blurring these boundaries can happen in many different ways. For example, a woman holding a door for a man wearing a dress, such as drag queens, as we discussed in class, men painting their fingernails, women, tomboys even, women dressing up as men, women performing masculine jobs or tasks. The last performativity project is political practice of identity. Butler sees performativity as political works to resist and change oppressive structures. She questions, what is the gap between discourse and performance? Who right now is challenging those performative discourses in publics? This can occur through communication and interpolation. So if someone sees that you're performing slippage, they might start a conversation and agree with you, and they might also participate in this identity performance. I think I really appreciate this theory because it really targets those who are closed-minded. It requires a more self-evaluated look onto your own opinions on things. It really allows an individual to take a couple steps back and to look at a situation from a different perspective. It allows you to reflect on how you could make society a better place and how maybe we can become more open-minded as a people.